Please, miss.
Okay.
Please.
You're under arrest for Section 4 public order. You don't have to say anything.
I'm not Section 4.
Yeah.
So yes, you heard that is getting arrested for a Section 4. Very interesting because we don't really see Section 4 being used, but it is being used today, and well, in this incident, it's getting used. And Section 4 is quite an interesting section, in my opinion. We will get into that as it gets to that bit of the video, and I will put it up on the screen for everybody to see. But what this incident should not have really happened, and I really do hope, well, I said it shouldn't really happen. We don't know what actually happened before this incident. I will go back and actually have a look and see what actually happened running up to this arrest. But it'd be very interesting to know. So let's just get straight into this video and I'll break it down as and when I need to.
Right, I've got an update. You just want to leave your dog there?
I'm going to get nicked.
No.
Have you given your details?
I need to get your details off you.
I can't give them your
You're going to have to.
No, I don't have to. Hold on, miss. Can I? Okay, hold on. Let me just put the dog.
I just pop your dog in?
Just talk to your secretary.
Please, let me just get...
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, we'll need the details, because otherwise we'll disappear.
Blibe.
Right.
Blibe.
Thank you. That's much easier.
Right, I'll let you tell us.
Wow. Hold on, ladies.
Okay, so I can't actually find what actually happened to lead up to this incident on his channel. The only thing I can find is an incident a year ago where his dogs got out and the police turned up and basically said somebody's reported him for having his dog loose. So I don't know 100% what has actually happened or what has led up to this. So I'm just going to go off what I can see in this video, and I'm gonna say basically what happened in the last video. Like I said, these dogs got out, and apparently not everybody is keen of dogs, so they've come to report loose animals. Now, we don't know what he is looking at and why he would be arrested for his dogs being loose, but that's exactly what happens in this video, and you're gonna see now. So let's just get straight into it.
Cameras on.
Absolutely.
Can I put my camera on, please? Because I want to record this.
That's fine. You're entitled to record.
Thank you, Liz. Can I ask your number, miss?
My number, 1816, sir.
1816, and I got yours already?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, wow, you're very near together.
There are.
I know.
My colleague's been speaking to the...
13. Did you join? Were you in the same intake?
Anyway, Stephen...
No, were you in the same intake?
Yes, we were. Anyway,
oh, God
my
bless.
colleague is... Stephen, can we focus on what's happening today? Please.
Oh, hold on, I'm a member of the public. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, there's been an incident tonight, which is why we're here.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It has been alleged that you've had your dogs out here.
No.
Okay? And something's happened and it's been a public order offence.
What?
We need to take your details
so
we
I'm
can...
getting nicked in
no,
Section 5,
if you just bear with me 2 seconds.
If you give us your date of birth,
we need your details.
Give you my date of birth or any details?
Right, well, if you don't give us your details, I'm going to have to...
You are going to have to arrest you.
To prevent disappearance.
Okay then, so what they are saying is to prevent a disappearance, he would have to be arrested if he doesn't give his details. So that would be under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act of 1984, Section 24. Section 24 is this here, right? So this is a bit of a important bit, so I'll just let it read this out.
1. A constable may arrest without a warrant. A. Anyone who is about to commit an offence. B. Anyone who is in the act of committing an offence. C. Anyone whom he has reasonable grounds for suspecting to be about to commit an offence. D. Anyone whom he has reasonable grounds for suspecting to be committing an offence. 2. If a constable has reasonable grounds for suspecting that an offence has been committed, he may arrest without a warrant anyone whom he has reasonable grounds to suspect of being guilty of it. 3. If an offence has been committed, a constable may arrest without a warrant. A. Anyone who is guilty of the offence. B. Anyone whom he has reasonable grounds for suspecting to be guilty of it.
So this is what gives him the power to arrest, but there's very important information here. And that is this bit here. He has reasonable grounds to suspect that an offence has been committed. Because I don't know if it's been committed, that's why they investigate. So this bit here is quite important, and they must reasonably believe that they are guilty of it. This is just explaining this has to be in place, and this section here is what's important here, and it's this very last bit right there. So there we go.
5. The reasons are: A. To enable the name of the person in question to be ascertained in the case where the constable does not know and cannot readily ascertain the person's name, or has reasonable grounds for doubting whether a name given by the person as his name is his real name. B. Correspondingly as regards the person's address. C. To prevent the person in question. I. Causing physical injury to himself or any other person. 2. Suffering physical injury. 3. Causing loss of or damage to property. F. Committing an offence against public decency, subject to subsection 6 or V. Causing an unlawful obstruction of the highway. D. To protect a child or other vulnerable person from the person in question. E. To allow the prompt and effective investigation of the offence or of the conduct of the person in question. F. To prevent any prosecution for the offence from being hindered by the disappearance of the person in question.
So, like they said, disappearance. So this is what they are saying is important, but I don't understand if this has to be in place before this. Bear in mind, we don't know what he is being arrested for, what the charges would be. He said that this did say public order offence, so I wonder what that public order offence is. Well, we know why he's getting arrested and what section they actually use, and they used the wrong section, because this is the section they should have used, the Police and Criminal Evidence Act of 1984, and that is subsection 5F is what they should have used, but they didn't. So let's get back into the video, and then we'll get into the bit which is actually important.
We can't, because we cannot have
That'll be an illegal arrest. That'll be an illegal arrest.
No, it won't be.
Ladies, please. Go and ring a sergeant.
I have done. I've consulted with
She
my
just has.
sergeant.
Okay.
In order to progress this without arresting you, we would need your name, your date of birth and a viable address. We would then be able to go away and deal with this on the slow time. If we don't have those details, we would not be able to progress with this, because
an email address, miss.
that's not good enough. Because if this were to progress further down the line, for argument's sake, it may or may not go to court, but it may. We would need your name, your date of birth, and an address to send a summons to, for argument's sake.
It looks like I'm going to get nicked tonight, ladies.
So,
we
want to...
I'm afraid so. If you don't want to use the details, that's fine.
That's fine.
Can you put the phone down, please?
Ladies, please. Excuse me, I was awfully nice to you.
I know, but we need
Please, can I have 1 minute, please?
Go on.
Can I just secure the dogs? Now, the dog that was hit. Well, there's going to be blood and guts everywhere if I can.
Right.
Please, miss.
Please,
miss.
Okay.
Please.
You're under arrest for Section 4 public order. You don't have to say
I'm
anything.
not Section 4.
Yeah.
No, you can't turn my phone off.
I'm
not going to turn my phone off.
In court. Anything you do.
Okay,
you
Mrs.
Get
Dooley.
your hands behind your
I'm
back.
not resisting.
Get your hands
Miss,
behind
Get
your
your
back.
hands behind your back.
Okay,
No,
I will.
No, get your hand behind your back.
Okay, so like I said earlier in the video, section 4 is not one which is readily used. So this is section 4. It's section 4 of the Public Orders Act of 1986. So what is it? Fear. We'll just do that and let it read out loud.
Fear or provocation of violence. 1. A person is guilty of an offence if he A. Uses towards another person threatening, abusive or insulting words or behaviour, or B. Distributes or displays to another person any writing, sign or other visible representation which is threatening, abusive or insulting, with intent to cause that person to believe that immediate unlawful violence will be used against him or another by any person, or to provoke the immediate use of unlawful violence by that person or another, or whereby that person is likely to believe that such violence will be used or it is likely that such violence will be provoked.
Okay then, so he must with intent to cause a person to believe that immediate unlawful violence will be used against him. I think that there's the key words here. But the fact that it says uses towards another person threatening, abusive or insulting words or behaviour, it's very misleading, because is it with the intent to make somebody fear unlawful violence, or is it just the mere use of the words which is threatening, abusive, or insulting. But 4A covers just the words alone. We're not going to go into 4A because they didn't arrest him under that. It was this. So the person must have reasonably believed that he was in immediate danger. So we don't know exactly what's happened, unless if it was for his dogs, like they are saying in the video prior to this, which I'm assuming is the interaction before this. And if that is the case, then it wouldn't be covered under this, because this is for a person, not an animal. And it would probably be covered under the Dangerous Dogs Act rather than a public order. So I'm not 100% sure exactly why he's being arrested, unless if he was threatening, abusive, and insulting with the intention to cause that person to believe that he's in immediate unlawful violence will be used against him, which I think is very unlikely. And the fact that it's that is word against their word, nothing will probably happen. And unless if they got video, which I don't think they probably do, otherwise this video won't be up there. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm just telling you what the wording of the law is.
Will.
You were given ample opportunity to give your details.
I'm not going to give them. You've done the wrong thing here, miss.
I'll just sit back in your
HNK
pocket
solicitors
for
is going to slaughter you on this one. I'm going to do a subject action request for that thing.
Right,
now,
come at the back of the car.
before we go, I'm coming peacefully, ladies.
Right, come on then, you're going to have to
walk. Before I
walk.
go there, please, there's going to be blood and guts all over there. There's going to be blood and guts all over my caravan.
Look, we give you the
Please,
opportunity.
have your body cam on?
It is.
Your body cam on?
We give you...
Okay, good. There's going to be blood and guts
We give you the
all
opportunity
over the
to
place
deal with...
if you don't stop this.
Stephen, listen.
I'm coming. Let's go to your
right.
car. Let's go and do what you want. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, search me.
Just come over to the car. Just come over to the car. We'll do it, yeah.
Yeah. Search
Right.
me. I've got nothing on us.
Stay there,
I've
stay
got
there.
absolutely nothing
Right
on
then.
us.
So we've got you...
so rough, you. I'm 60
keeping
years old. I'm a war veteran. I was at war before you were born.
Got
can I still have that dog unit? We've got dogs to secure inside the lot.
got the
No,
phone.
let me secure them, my lovely.
I'm afraid that can't happen.
You're a magnificent specimen. Oh, excuse me, my lovely. Can you put the lock on the gate there so no one can get in?
Yes, we can do that. We'll secure it for you.
There's my keys there. There's my keys in this pocket.
I've got your keys here.
Will you lock my door first, though? Please lock my door first.
Well, in a second, okay?
Well, if you don't, then you're fibbing and lying to me.
I'm not fibbing and lying to anybody.
Listeners on speed dial, girls. Subject action request
Right,
for both
Stephen,
of your things.
you need to think very hard,
I'm
long
not
and hard
telling
about
you
this.
details. I'll go to jail all day long.
You don't-
Because I'll get a holiday in Canaries out of
Because
this.
you don't need to. This
I
could
don't
be
care.
avoided
You
if
don't
you
need
give
to
your
do this
details.
either. I'm a law-abiding member of the public. I'm actually a legal paralegal.
That's fine.
There you go. I wasn't shouting. And the shouting is not against the law, miss. Either is rudeness. Neither. I'm just walking to the car with you. Miss, can you just control this one, please?
She's doing
Could you just
absolutely nothing
relax?
wrong. We've given every opportunity to give you details.
I'm not giving me details.
We could...
Please do not delete that body cam.
It won't be.
Please do not delete that body cam.
Get in the car. Are you all right? Just
Yeah.
keep an eye.
Yeah.
Please lock my gate. Please lock my gate for my dogs, miss. Please lock my gate
we
for
will
my dogs.
lock your gate.
I'm not giving you my details. Please lock the gate for my
Listen,
dogs.
Stephen.
There's going to be blood and guts everywhere if you don't lock my gate,
Stephen.
miss. What, miss?
Right, listen.
Yes, miss.
This incident could be dealt with by taking your details, and it could be dealt with slow time.
I'm not
This
bothered,
arrest
miss.
can be avoided
No,
completely.
miss, I've already earned £1,000 already.
Right,
You've
this-
already earned £1,000. Google HNK solicitors.
No,
Please Google them.
Listen.
Well, please lock my door
We
then.
can deal with this
Please
slow...
lock my door.
I will in a moment.
Thank you, miss. I'm going to shut my gob now.
Right, we can deal with this slow
you,
time
miss.
if
No.
we had your full
Hey, this
details.
is clicking harder. Do you need to put a lock on this thing?
When my colleague comes back, we'll double check
It
them.
seems to be clicking harder, miss.
Right then.
It seems to be clicking harder. It's not too tight, but it's clicking every time I move it.
Just bear with us 2 seconds.
Miss, I'm a veteran. Miss, I'm a veteran.
Look at this here.
Miss, I'm a veteran.
I can
I
understand.
risked my life so that lass could get this job.
Right.
What the hell?
Listen,
No,
this
miss, you
situation
listen.
can be avoided entirely if you give details.
Oh, that's
it can be dealt
That
with.
one is one. You see
Right.
this one on this hat
Right.
here?
I've-
Oh,
I've-
no, it's not too bad.
Right,
No, it's not
can
too
you
bad.
sit back around?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay then, so as you've seen, I just let the rest play out. because nothing really happens much, and the important bits have been covered, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, the reason for the arrest and what section they used them for the arrest doesn't line up at all. So, the reason they arrested him is because he didn't give details and he could have disappeared. So, they used the wrong section, in my opinion, under them reasons, because that would be covered under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, which covers that, as we've seen right at the bottom, section 5F. Well, it's section 24, subsection 5F, which covers disappearance of a person. But the funny thing is, under section 4 alone, they could have arrested him under a section 4 alone, just by saying what that is used is made this person feel like is in unlawful violence will be used against him, and they can use this section alone to arrest him. But they clearly wasn't too concerned about him committing unlawful violence towards somebody, because what did they turn around and say? This can all be stopped or dealt slower if you just give us your name. So section 4, what he got arrested for, like I said, they could have just arrested him on that, but if they just add the reason for doing it was to prevent a further section 4 from happening, which is unlawful, making somebody feel like unlawful violence is going to happen against him. But they didn't. It was to prevent him from disappearing. So they've used the wrong section, like I keep saying. This, to me, was a big mess up, and I would like to know the full outcome of this incident. Did the charges get dropped? Has he sued them? All this sort of stuff. So I will be keeping an eye on this channel for any updates on this. All this is just my opinion. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does help in YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.